Hello everybody, welcome back to SheffPlays Zombie Critique, and in today's video we're talking about Carrier for Exo Zombies, and this map is very down the middle for me. Like sometimes I enjoy it and other times I don't, and I was having a unnecessarily difficult time with it this time for some reason. But yeah, we're gonna do our pros, cons, rating, review, and then call it a video. So without further ado, let's get into it. And for pros, we have the setting. It is a really cool setting, like you can't doubt that. Like you're on the Carrier, you've got these cages of sharks everywhere, and it kind of feels like it looks very solid. Like it makes sense. You don't run into anything and you're like, well, that shouldn't be there. But it just looks good. The separate starting rooms. I'm always kind of a fan when things like that tend to happen, because it can make the starting when you're playing with other people a little more interesting. Like especially if someone goes down in the first 2 rounds, you can't necessarily get to them, so it can, I don't know, it just makes for a fun dynamic. Teleporting grenades, they are introduced in this map and they are fun. They're awesome. Like, I enjoy using them, and you can use them to cheat some doors. Not a ton. I think I do it right here. After taking this thing out, but you can just, it's a quick getaway too. Like if you're cornered and you just toss one of those bad boys, you're out of that corner, and it's really convenient. Next is the Sentinel Squad. This is another new addition to this map, or with this map I guess, and what it is it's like the airdrops for like camouflage and the sentry turret, except instead of those things, it spawns in, I think it's 3 dudes from Sentinel, like the military team in the game, and they kind of just fight alongside you for a little bit, which can be helpful for a possible objective that this map throws at you, which we'll talk about in the cons. And lastly, it's a fairly simple layout. Like, it's nothing too difficult to remember, and plus it helps with this game that on each map there's maps displaying the layout almost everywhere, and if you just pause the game, and it's not too tough. That, and like, this is one of the best training spots on the map, and for infection rounds like this, the quarantine pad is right there, so it's super convenient. They can kind of cut through the middle when you're trying to train in a perfect circle like this, because there's nothing in the middle to stop them from doing that, so that can be a really quick cutoff if you get caught in there. But now for the cons. The size of the map compared to everything they wanted to do with it feels at times too compact. Like, it feels a little jammed in at times, which the claustrophobic effect for a zombies map isn't a bad idea, but I feel like this wasn't executed fantastically. It's just a nitpick. Like, tons of little hallways, tons of little close-ins, and it feels like there's more to it than what they had room for. Next is zombie windows, which goes hand in hand with that one, is the amount of zombie spawns and windows on this map, especially in the smaller areas, is ridiculous. You'll be like, where the pack-a-punch is in this map is a fairly small room, and it's got like 5 to 6 different zombie spawns in it, and it can get crowded super fast, like anything past round like 7. Last is the bomb squad, and that is a squad of dudes, I'm presuming Atlas, that just kind of show up on the ship at random and put a bomb somewhere, and you gotta defuse it, because if you don't, I don't remember if it ends game or just you lose access to that part of the ship, but either way, like, it can throw off the pacing, and plus you still got zombies rushing you when you gotta do it, so it's best to have like a camouflage or an Atlas squad or a Sentinel squad ready. But I don't know. That's like the main reason I get down in this map, is because of that little objective. It feels very out of place to just kind of be hammer-fisted in there. And there's no predicting when it's going to happen, it just kind of happens. So, yeah, with all that considered, I'm going to go ahead and give this map a 7. Like, it's not bad, but it definitely had some goofs and some curveballs that it didn't quite miss. And with all that considered, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a good day. If you're watching early on, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving. And, you know, if you want a long-lasting game of zombies, maybe pick another map. So, see ya.
Reloading.